Hello, my name is Igor Skutsinya. I'm a Senior Business Development Manager for LANCK Telecom, and today I will be presenting our product and the way it changed the way we do business. The product name is Fraud Management System by LANCK Telecom. Business must constantly evolve and get better to stay competitive. It doesn't evade challenges, but finds a better way to overcome them and do it better than competitors. Just like with any professional, with any field, must learn new skills. Business must present new products and services, find new markets and niches, and become better than 2 or 5 or 10 years ago. Voice market faces a lot of challenges. There are competing channels, even competing services like OTT, SMS, social media. Fraud is a big challenge as well. Meanwhile, there's no opportunity to raise prices, but there's definitely a need to bring more value to clients and partners and reduce risks that are coming with voice business. As for the new voice products, there is already an OTP delivery through voice, also known as pin-to-speech. There is web conference access through the landline, text-to-speech, and the new products are being created. However, with new opportunities, the business faces new challenges. Fraudsters also get better tech and develop new fraud scenarios. Not only we see that, but we also see that sometimes operators close down some destinations altogether because they don't have the tools to operate them safely. To counter this challenge, our company adapts and goes from being a client of vendor solutions to becoming a vendor. One of the top executives for UPS said, "We used to be a trucking company with technology. Now we're a technology company with trucks." Our business fits this as well. From transit operator in voice and SMS market, we became a player of operator solutions market that also has a significant share of international voice and SMS business. We use an in-house developed technology. For 7 years, our system was being improved, being used internally for our traffic only. We built automatic algorithms of neural network, created AI from scratch. Now it works 24/7, detects fraud in real time, and instantly acts upon it. System's action is precise, granular, only blocking selected numbers and ranges, not destinations or large ranges of possibly legal use. We know voice business in a way solution vendor cannot, because this is our core business. We face challenges of operators and transit carriers every day. This is essentially what we do. We understand requirements to anti-fraud system because we're using them too. We know the most critical fraud tactics in different regions. We know the volumes and scenarios. We know how they try to stay unnoticed. This is why our system is one of the best in the world. Our voice business is the most demanding critic of our product. The performance of our voice business is the best evidence. So there are strict requirements for a modern fraud prevention system. It must be compatible. It must be working along with other anti-fraud systems. It must feature instant action, so have immediate and preemptive anti-fraud measures to prevent losses or keep them at minimum. It must use cutting-edge technology like machine learning to automate and enhance protection. There must be multiple installation options as well, with direct, cloud-based, or external partners' premises options, so that we can adapt to what partners actually needs. The integration is obviously must be easy on the client and on the partner. It must be as easy as possible. And most of all, it needs high level of accuracy to maximize savings and decrease losses. So our fraud management system is a signaling-based fraud protection solution that can immediately respond to fraud attacks upon detection. It has 3 detection modules. First one is proactive monitoring. It's essentially a vast database, an up-to-date database of fraudulent numbers and ranges. It features over 1 million fraudulent ranges and consists of over 1 billion fraudulent numbers that were ever used in some fraudulent scenarios. We also have behavior analysis, which is essentially our name for our artificial intelligence module. It uses over 200 parameters of voice traffic and individual calls to discover the fraudulent cases, even though they might be well disguised or they are spotted at a very, very early stage. Essentially, AI does manual work, but it does it automatically and instantly with no hesitation, with no CDR upload necessary, because it works instantly with signaling traffic. There's no necessity to CDR upload, CDR analysis, and making a manual decision. It's all done automatically within milliseconds. Custom rules is another module that we have. It's essentially the tool of creating threshold-based rules that our partner or our client can create to reflect their vision of high usage. It's breaking down on the particular parameters, like the amount of minutes, the call attempts, simultaneous calls, parameters like ACD and ASR, and combination of those, and are applied to specific A and B side groupings. So again, all these three modules, they work in real time and they work instantly. Our system also detects and spots fraud risks and fraud cases that a human wouldn't. The best example is OneGiri 2.0. This scenario was spotted by our AI and correctly defined as fraudulent. We needed time to understand what fraudsters do exactly and to convince operators and enterprises that this is real. In this scenario, fraudsters choose companies like with large call centers and applications with two-factor authentication. And in case of call centers, fraudsters use bots to generate multiple call me back requests, saying, I'm interested in your services or I have trouble using your products. And they leave the fraudulent numbers to call back to. When call centers call back, they encounter either a confusing audio that just keeps them online or a con man with a script intended to stay on the call for as long as possible. And we got to say, today, our system is the only one that successfully counters OneGiri 2.0 in real time. We also cherish the feedback and inquiries by retail clients, enterprises, and individual customers. It's easy for us to understand because we talk to them 24/7 worldwide. This is why we establish a voice warning system that alarms about calling a dangerous number, but does not deny service altogether, asking to push several numbers to proceed. So in this case, we reach 4 goals by this approach. We show that we aren't just give our partners some voice connectivity. We provide safe voice services and repel fraudulent attacks. We aren't denying them service, which is what many companies in the world do, sadly. We give clients a choice whether they would like to proceed or not. We educate our clients about the risks that are out there, but show that this problem is solved. And last but not least, in case of automatic callback setup, like in some Amazon services, the machine wouldn't be able to dial the numbers to proceed. So this callback functionality will not work if dialing a PRS or hijack international number. We're tackling other scenarios as well. IRSF schemes, international revenue share fraud, spam calls are being taken care of by AI as well. PBX hacking, because we know the patterns that PBX hackers follow. Not only OneGiri 2.0 that we talked about previously, but also the original OneGiri is taken care of as well. And flash call detection, this is the latest module, the latest addition, is also available, which is also a very, very nice feature to have in your fraud management system. When we also understand the situation with flash calls and the demand for change, operators in general don't have a capability to effectively detect and monetize or block them, not without affecting other voice products anyway. However, enterprises like the simple, effective, and inexpensive authentication of users and important operations like payments. The tool that will detect and block flash calls accurately in real time is exactly what industry needs. Our FMS module for flash calls works in real time, detecting flash calls instantly with a precision over 99.9%, an opportunity to block them instantly or to let them through but gather the statistics for subsequent billing. This is how we determine systems effectiveness with flash calls and other fraud types as well. According to operators' needs, we can block them or provide a report to be used later with monetizing. As you can see, we achieve very, very high results with that tool. 99.9% accuracy is something to dream of, and we're very, very proud of this achievement. Flash call detection is a very valuable feature that allows to bring back the revenue that is otherwise isn't going to MNOs. If the OTPs would be back to SMS, then we can easily calculate the exact revenue that is being brought back to MNOs. Providing the tool to have a regulated and safe market of user authentication is very important, especially with calculation like this that would tell operators how much money exactly are they saving with it. So the key principles of our fraud management system: the AI engine is built by industry experts, meaning that we bring decades of experience, decades of knowledge, decades of statistics to make sure that the false positives are kept at minimum, less than 1%, and sometimes even less than 0.1%, and the reactions are smooth and precise. We have more than a decade of experience when developing and improving our system. 8 years of practice was with the internal use on our traffic, and 4 years more we're using the traffic that is terminated by our partners to us with web portal provided to our partners, and giving them the opportunity to monitor the performance of the system in real time. Cutting-edge deep learning algorithms with 200 plus criteria analysis that were created from scratch, created in-house, give us an opportunity to make the accurate decisions that would not affect the legal traffic and will not bring the necessity to block entire ranges. It will only affect the ranges and the numbers directly involved in fraudulent activities. Our system, as with any automatic tool, is working in real time, and it's on 24/7 for detect and to protect voice traffic. Granular response, as I mentioned before, is that as our decision and system reaction, an anti-fraud measure would be not to block entire ranges and destinations. It would only block individual numbers and the combinations of A and B numbers. We have regional-oriented analytics that are included into AI, and we know what kind of scenarios and what kind of techniques the fraudsters are using depending on the region they're operating at. And obviously, we are the harshest critic of our system, and we make sure that our system is, if not the best, it's definitely one of the very, very top few. All in all, fraud management system is exactly what market players need: operators, transit carriers, and enterprises. It's an effective real-time AI-based protection. We understand that we are a market player as well, and many partners are unaware of us as an anti-fraud solution vendor. We offer using the system on the traffic that is terminated through LANCK to make an easier transition for them, which is basically the option one that is listed here as direct voice connection. This is the easiest way, which is also 100% free, to enhance anti-fraud protection. We provide a web portal available 24/7 that partners use to monitor the system, along with instant alarms and timely reports. If a partner would like to use FMS for all traffic, regardless of volumes terminated through LANCK, the standalone system can be integrated inside the security perimeter, which is mentioned as a standalone version here, or in the cloud chosen by partner. FMS is being used by more than 140 clients, and more than 30 of them are Tier 1 operators. Using our understanding of business and 20 plus years of experience in the business, we tuned our system to the highest accuracy and reaction speed. We find even well-disguised attacks at a very early stage. We're yet to find an anti-fraud system we don't have anything to clean after. Here you can see a bird's-eye view of a standalone integration of FMS. As you can see, it does not really differ in functionality from the version that is integrated by a usual voice connection. Standalone FMS is also a viable option. So the benefits from our system are easily determined. We save millions of dollars for us and our partners every month. We block more than 60 million of calls. We prevent more than 800 attacks every day, and we analyze over 200 parameters to make sure that our system's reaction is very, very precise and is very, very timely. Our largest prevented attacks are estimated more than $100,000 each attack. So the benefits are basically multiple, and they're all very, very significant. The system is automated and works in real time, 24/7. It's flexible in managing system settings. So not only you set up the system's reaction, but you can also define through your profile in the system of what kind of alarms would you like to receive, what kind of reports would you like to get or not to get. If you were in a CXO level, you would like only to have a bird eye view when you would like it, not to spam your email with multiple reports. And resource optimization is an obvious advantage of our system as well. There's no need to actually work on each and every case and attack right after the detection. The thing that system is taking care of them instantly would mean minimum losses because of the reaction of the speed and the accuracy of the system. So the team behind FMS, we have over 30 people that are responsible for the FMS directly. Core employees who work on perfecting the system's AI have PhD degrees, and to the best of my knowledge, there's more than 8 of them. Innovation and scientific approach are the key characteristics of our system. We make sure that it's set to the highest standards in terms of effectiveness and innovation. 20 plus years of market knowledge let us develop a very practical solution that is super useful in the real world. And the accuracy that we obtain when we work on the voice traffic is unmatched. It's more than 99.9% precisely because we use the cutting edge tech and we have the best team in the world. So the solution, to come back what we started for, the solution we chose to face current challenges is basically business transformation. Our product, Fraud Management System by LANCK Telecom, is exactly what industry needs. This is an effective AI-based real-time voice traffic protection that offers connectivity with no limit. The FMS detects even well-disguised attacks on earliest stages. The FMS performs better than other tools and generally doesn't leave anything to clean after. We always add protection to existing voice connections, and as a consequence, it opens opportunities with destinations and partnerships that were too risky in the past. As we mentioned at the beginning, many operators had to close entire destinations because of fraud risks. They had to close entire countries, denying the opportunity to make international calls to those. With this technology, voice business goes worldwide and provides voice connectivity with no limit. Avoided losses provide budget for new products, new tech, and projects and ventures that weren't possible before. It's time to open the world to safe international calls to any destination. The technology is here. Thank you very much.